The La Croqueta is an extremely effective skill, especially for tight spaces. So we're going to go through different types of La Croquetas and how you can improve them so that when you get to a game, you can actually use it to your advantage and get out of difficult situations. So there are three parts of the La Croqueta that we need to go over. So there's always an inside to inside motion. So the ball is used with the inside of one foot and dragged to the inside of the other foot. And it's very important we look at the drag. There are different types of La Croquetas, like I said. But there's always a bit of a drag. So it could be left foot to right foot on the inside or right foot to left foot on the inside. Now the reason this inside drag is so important is because it allows the movement to be smooth. So just watch this repetition. If this movement is smooth, then it allows you to keep that momentum going forward into your skill, which makes it easier for you to get away from your opponent. So in this example, the player is going to lunge in and really try and tackle you, get the ball very, very fast and not going to really slow down. So he approaches the player, then Messi knocks it past him with a lateral cutter. So this is a situation that you can deal with in the game where a player is going to come in, maybe they think they can get the ball, and you have an easier job of just knocking it past them. But sometimes when you're maybe in a stop and start situation, you're going to have to bait them first and then generate that momentum. But when they lunge in, what you can do is just sort of take the ball away from them, not having to do as much work. So now we're going to analyze the second situation where you actually have to drop a shoulder and bait them to generate that momentum so that when you do the leg regatta, you actually have a bit of space to do it in. So a way you can do this is drawing players in, causing them to fake, and then shifting their body weight one way, which opens up space on the other side for you to do the La Croqueta. So you shift them one way, then open up the space for you to go into and take that momentum so that when we watch it in fast speed, you see how we just generates that momentum and quickly just rapidly goes past. So now if we're going to talk about actually getting good at La Croquetas and practicing them so that you're good for the game, there are a couple of principles that you should do when you're practicing to help you really develop it in a good way. So the first thing is just get some repetition. So if you could be using cones, teammates, or during a match, just get that practice of actually doing the skill, doing the insides, the drop shoulder, or whatever you want to do. And then slowly, once you get more confidence, that's where I want you to bring other elements to it as well. So do the La Croqueta, but then focus on dribbling afterwards or doing some sort of end action because you want to do the skill, but also produce something at the end of it. So do your La Croqueta, then go on a dribble. Do your La Croqueta, then focus on getting some passes in. Do your La Croquetas, even if you're like a right back, do your La Croquetas and put a cross into the box. Something like that to make that action more effective afterwards. And then once you've done that, then I mean you're already there in terms of La Croqueta, but just continue working on the skill, developing it, because it's a very important skill that is used at all levels of the game and will really, really, really help you in all aspects, whether you're trying to be a defender and trying to get out of tight space, or whether you're a midfielder trying to get out of tight space. So that's it for this week's video. The last piece of advice I can give is just to practice this as much as you can. But that's it. So thank you guys for watching. Leave any feedback and video ideas in the comments for me down below. And I'll see you in next week's video.